haven't actually played this yet, so this is gonna be fun, right, guys? Beep boop beep beep. Are we gonna on?
Oh dear. Huh. That sounds like the ventilator's a bit off. Shame. It sends a lovely whiff of joy into the air.
Hey, my drugs. Where are my drugs?
Sorry about the telly in there. People keep stepping on the cable. Oh. We're back again. Hello there. You must be the winner of the Uncle Jack Fan Club's Get to Know Jack contest. At least I hope you are. Well, the bobbies at the front door have been very sloppy indeed. As you know, I'm Uncle Jack, and I'm always happy to meet my fans, especially if they can help me. Over on your right, you'll see the news feeding machine. That's how you feed me the news stories I'm supposed to read. To your right. Your right.
Got that. Beep boop beep.
You'll see 3 news stories to choose from. Do try to give me a happy one, won't you? Sometimes the writers get a little mischievous. You can only feed me news after I finish reading the preview story. The machine will light up to tell you when to send me more. Isn't technology wonderful? You'll have to wait for me to finish the story I'm reading before you send me another one. You wouldn't want me to get muddled, would you? No.
I would, a-hole.
Of course not. Oh, splendid. I'm sure you'll do a smashing job producing my show.
It's super messed up.
Just remember that we only wanted to see good news. Fortunately, all the news in Wellington is good.
All of them. Much all of them.
On in 5, 4,
This is really
3.
weird with me. Oh yeah, I like this very nice. Who are you?
And now it's time for the Good News Hour with Uncle Jack. That's me, Jack Worthing. I'll give you all the good news you need to start your afternoon with a smile. Have you seen any dead bodies on the... Oh dear. No, of course I haven't seen any dead bodies on the street. How ridiculous. Although, I did, you know what? I did see one the other day. And then he got up and walked away. Yes, it was an actor rehearsing for a show. The Hamlin Thespian Troupe is rehearsing a lively new murder mystery to be performed al fresco on the streets of Wellington Wells. According to the director, Christy Baskerville, the innocent butler is a rip-roaring whodunit sure to delight audiences. I don't mean to spoil the suspense, but it has a happy ending. It turns out that nobody was dead at all. Yes.
Heck, I want to hear that one. That one sounds
Please
nice.
bear with me while my producer tries to learn what's what.
Screw you, sir.
Well, here we go with the next news story.
I flip you off
Inspector
now.
Royston Luckenbill. Oh, come on, really? Reminds the public that the alleged murderer, known as Foggy Jack, does not exist. He's just a fairy tale, and we all know how horrible those are. There were definitely no victims found in the streets in the morning with certain organs surgically removed. No. And, gosh, even if there were, what on earth were those people doing out after dark? Everybody except the constables should be at home listening to Uncle Jack's bedtime stories. And I'm sure that the girls in question were just running the scissors. Now this story appears to be a bit of an improvement. Nigel Breakstones, president of the Wellington Wells Classic Society, has begun translating my Uncle Jack show transcripts into Latin as a hobby. Isn't that marvelous? Well, this is a surprise indeed. Can you imagine your own Uncle Jack? That's me, speaking like Julius Caesar. It can be a bit of a sticky wicket, says Bracenose, as some English expressions don't have counterparts in the language of Cicero.
Oh, why do
Walter
my things
Merton,
look
the
like
Society's
this?
treasurer, has decided to join the fun. He's translating the show's transcripts into classical Greek. Since no one else in the village knows either Latin or Greek, this is indeed a labor of love. Gentlemen, I am both flattered and tickled.
Boom booms.
Did you hear a loud explosion last week? Do you remember how... Sinkhole? Scargle? Oh dear. Well, it seems that it seems that some citizens in the vicinity of the Scargill Mines facility heard what seemed at first to be a loud explosion.
Screw you,
But
sir.
there's
I
no
fed you
need to
this, and
worry.
you're not doing
No.
it.
Seems
You're not a
those
good person.
shy
Fire this
miners
fool.
were just testing
Fire
their
him.
fireworks for the annual Victory Day celebrations and set off fireworks and sparklers. What a lot of scamps those chaps are. The company, of course, apologizes for any alarm that the noise may have caused, but I, for one, can't wait to see the fireworks. Next card, please. One of the lovely things about joy is that it helps you tolerate people who are a bit thick at first. Because eventually they get it, don't they?
I never get
And
it.
what a relief when they do. So, back to the news. Mrs. Helen Dainty offers a reward to anyone returning her beloved cat Sebastian, who went missing at the village picnic. Sebastian can be recognized by his adorable pointy face, pink eyes, long hairless tail, yellow teeth, and jaunty pink bow. He sounds like an adorable kitty, doesn't he? If you see Sebastian, please catch him and return him to Miss Dainty at Thomasina House. Don't eat him. No, that would be rude. Well, I suppose the lights went out because my producer needs to get some more sleep. But I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time, yes. Thanks to our producer for the day, and I hope they're better at their regular job. Wouldn't be hard, would it? No, almost kidding.
The hell?
Well, wasn't that exciting? I do wish you could be here, dear viewers. Well, it looks like somebody's having a party in the visitors' gallery. There are so many happy, excited people there. So many. Perhaps somebody ought to check in and, well, make sure that they're not breaking anything. People tend to get carried away sometimes, don't they? Nice to hear that lovely joy gas kissing through the ventilator. Or the waves on the shore.
What the hell? This crap is like... Seriously, this I haven't gotten We Happy Food yet, so let's go Uncle Jack Live and let's try and do some good stories. Say some bad ones if there are any good stories. Beep boop beep 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 boop.
Oh dear. That sounds like the ventilator's a bit off.
Give me a second.
It says... Hello there. You must be the winner of the Uncle Jack Fan Club's Get to Know Jack contest. At least I hope you are. Well, the bobbies at the front door have been very sloppy indeed. As you know, I'm Uncle Jack, and I'm always happy to meet my fans, especially if they can help me.
I'm flipping him off.
Over on your right, you'll see the news feeding machine. That's how you
This is
feed
what I
the news
think to
stories
you,
I'm
Uncle
supposed
Jack.
to read. To your right.
I got it.
All right.
Right here, I get it.
You'll see 3 news stories to choose from. Do try to give me a happy one, won't you? Sometimes the writers get a little mischievous. You can only feed me news after I finish reading the preview story. The machine will light up to tell you when to send me more.
Let's see if this is any different. If it isn't, then I am going to end the stream.
You'll have to wait for me to finish the story I'm reading before
I
you
got
send me
it.
another
Sure
one.
you, sir. No.
You wouldn't want me to get muddled, would you? No.
This is what I
Of
think of
course
you.
not.
That's what I think of you.
Oh, splendid. I'm sure you'll do a smashing job producing my show today. Just remember that we only wanted to see good news. Fortunately, all the news at Wellington Wells is good. Here we go. On in 5, 4, 3,
2, 1.
And now it's time for the Good News Hour with Uncle Jack. That's me, Jack Worthing. I'll give you all the news you need to start your afternoon with a smile. How long have we Wellies enjoyed joy? 10, 12 years? It seems Hamelin amateur historian E.B. Gibbon now claims that a form of joy came to England with the Norman Conquest in 1066. Always scribble, 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 eh, Mr. Gibbon? Well, Mr. Gibbon identifies several joy capsules in the Bayeux Tapestry. However, other scholars maintain that they are merely commas. Well, despite not having been able to convince the smug elites in their ivory towers, Gibbon remains optimistic and, of course, very happy indeed. Have you ever wondered what life will be like in the future? Well, the Department of Science and Research is mounting a free exhibition that imagines what Wellington Wells will be like 20 years in the future, called The House of the Future. Scientists have dreamt up some wonderful inventions, and apparently there will be rides and cake. Why, 1984. Gosh, it's hard to imagine that 1984 will be anything like the Wellington Wells of today. It'll be even better. But I do hope I'll still be on your tellies every day. Next card. Nigel Brasenose, president of the Wellington Wells Classic Society, has begun translating my Uncle Jack show transcripts into Latin as a hobby. Isn't that marvelous? Well, this is a surprise. Can you imagine your own Uncle Jack? That's me, speaking like Julius Caesar. It can be a bit of a sticky wicket, says Brasenose, as some English expressions don't have counterparts in the language of Cicero. Walter Merton, the Society's treasurer, has decided to join the fun. He's translating my show's transcripts into classical Greek. Well, since no one else in the village knows either Latin or Greek, this is indeed a labor of love. Well, chaps, I'm flattered and touched. Next news item, please. Waiting.
Captain,
Yes.
what's happening?
Ah, sorry about that. I think someone must have accidentally turned a knob that they shouldn't have. We had to find the right one. Yes.
Okay,
Speaking of finding things, it's mushroom hunting season again. I just adore mushrooms, don't you? Especially in a stew. Yum. Of course, you have to look out for the mushrooms that make the world seem psychedelic and strange. Those mushrooms are far too good for any old stew.
Drugs.
But do tune in to Cooking with Jack for new stew recipes. Well, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time.
Damn it, Jack.
Well, and none too soon for our producer today. Well, I suppose not everybody can be even slightly competent, can they? Perhaps they can come back an opposite day, since they do everything exactly the opposite of what they're supposed to do.
He's doing everything properly.
Goodbye and good luck. You'll need it. Yes.
If I don't, system override, huh?
Well, wasn't that exciting? I do wish you could be here, dear viewers. Well, it looks like somebody's having a party in the visitors' gallery. There are so many happy, excited people there. So many. Perhaps somebody ought to check in and, make sure that they're not breaking anything. People tend to get carried away sometimes, don't they? Do you know what makes a party even better? Why, joy, of course. Yes, I bet we'd all have an even better time if somebody would just flood the visitors' gallery with joy, right? You can never be too careful. Any time now. Yes, just fire up the old ventilation system and spread the joy all around. Just like old Scrooge at Christmas. And wouldn't we all love a nice Christmas turkey? You know, almost anything could be a Christmas turkey with enough joy. Seriously, if somebody would just do whatever it is that you can turn on. What's the reason? Nice to hear that lovely joy, guys.
Alright guys, well it seems that this is the end of my stream, so thank you for watching, and stay something wiser.